Alright, so we are now in step 12.8, which we will learn about scrolling and browsing our document. You do need to be in your RUTS 2 document, and remember, your RUTS 1 document. I still have mine open. Hopefully you do as well, but if not, I'll give you a moment to open your RUTS 1 document located in your Lesson 12 data file folder. Alright, so if necessary, open up your navigation pane. If you closed it, you just need to go to your View tab, your Show Group, and click on your navigation pane button. Alright, in the View tab, go to your Zoom group and click the Zoom button. It opened your Zoom dialog box. So under Zoom, select 200%. Click OK. Now notice your horizontal scroll bar. The reason why your horizontal scroll bar is active is because we've zoomed so big that our document can't be shown on one total screen, so we have to scroll to the left and the right to see the whole thing. So you're able to scroll from the left side to the right to see your total document. Now, let's go back to the Zoom group, and this time click Page Width to reduce the magnification of the document. Now, notice our document was reduced to 120%. So it could have reduced it to 100%, which is the default size, but clicking on Page Width, you want to maximize the size of your document to the biggest font before we have to utilize our scroll. Alright, and then also you have your vertical scroll bars where you can scroll down from the top to the bottom of your document. Now, position the insertion point, scroll up to the top, and position your insertion point in front of your document title. And at the bottom of your vertical scroll bar, which is here, on the right side of the screen, click the Select Browse Object. Now, if you notice, as you move down, you can still get those screen tips. This round button right here tells us that that is the Select Browse Object. So click that button, and notice that you get a little display of several different options. Let's go to the first option. The first option is our Go To button. If you click on that button, it opens up your Find and Replace dialog box. This allows you to find our go-to words or page in your document. So under Go To What, click Line. And in the Enter Line Number, type 33 and select Go To. Then click Close to close the dialog box. Now, the insertion point is positioned in front of the line of text just above the picture on page 3. So we're on page 3, and your line should be right above this picture on page 3. Now, in the navigation pane, an orange background is displayed behind page 3 thumbnail, indicating it is the current page. Also, the information on the left side of the status bar indicates that we are viewing page 3 of 4. Now, let's go back to the Select Browse Object button and click Go To button. This time, instead of clicking Line, let's select Page and type under page number 1. Go to, close the dialog box, and notice we are back on page 1 of our document. And the insertion point is positioned at the beginning of our title. We are now on page 1 of 4. Let's go back to our Select Browse Object button, and in the menu, browse until you come across Browse by Page. Now notice as you browse, it tells you what each button is. We want to find Browse by Page. Click. The insertion point moves to the top of the next page in the navigation pane, and there is an orange background, and we are now on page 2 of 4. On the vertical scroll bar, click Previous Page. Now, as you move your mouse over your vertical scroll, notice this. You have your down pointing arrow and then a double up pointing arrow. Screen tips are very important to guide you where you're going. Notice this is the Previous Page button. Let's click on that. And it took us to the previous page, which is the first page of our document. Now, move the button back down, and this time you have double arrows going down that say Next Page. Click the Next Page button on the vertical scroll bar 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And it took us to the top of page 4. We're now on page 4 of 4. Position your insertion point after, let me go back. Position the insertion point in the last line of text. Press Enter and type the current date. Press Enter again. And save the changes to the document. Go to File, Close, to close the document. Now, let's reopen the document. And I will reopen by going to File, Recent, RUTS 1. Go over to my vertical scroll and go all the way down to my document. Notice that our document, if you go to the View tab, is in Print Layout View. and the magnification is set at page width. We're at 120%. So there are several different ways to navigate through our document. We use the Select Browse object to navigate. Remember to get those screen tips to show you where you need to go. Leave the document open. I'll see you on the next step.